welcome to Fabulous Trash.
It's us again.
Two,
Yep,
two,
part two. Do.
So anything new?
I mean, to be honest, not really. Still just working. Been extra lazy lately.
It's summer.
It is summer.
But I guess when you work, summer doesn't really mean anything anymore.
No, it doesn't. But it's just been kind of hot lately, and I worked out a couple times last week, and I mean I'm sitting down, so you can't really judge this physique, but there's something amazing down below. But I've just been so lazy lately. I just love sleeping a lot, so I've just been sleeping a lot. That's what I've been up to.
Just a little bear.
Just a little baby bear.
Little bear.
Yeah.
I heard something. I don't think I told you about this, but a few weeks ago I went to the park with my nephew Sora and my sister Tina, and Sora was playing in the water, and it was flowing down like a waterfall, and then it would go down the creek and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he was just playing in the water, and it's fine. And then he decided he was going to take off his shoes and start throwing it against the current and watching it
go
so
down.
he can catch it,
Yeah.
And he got one, and one went yahoo downriver, and Tina and I just kind of and I tried to cross the river and go across and see if I could try to get it down there, and there was sticker bushes, and you're not really supposed to walk over there, but it was just I didn't want to go through the water because it's gross.
Oh my god, you're Meryl Streep in that movie with Kevin Bacon.
Oh, what movie is that?
Where they go whitewater rafting.
Oh,
and he's the bad guy. She's with her husband and her kids.
And it's got the kid from Jurassic Park in it, right?
Does it?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Is that the movie? Is it from the 90s?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So you're Meryl Streep.
And it was just for a shoe, but I was just I'm gonna do it. And so I went across, walked through the sticker bushes, walked up trees and all that kind of stuff. It was really far away, and then I'm there, and it's across. It's kind of in the middle of the lake or current or whatever, and I didn't really know how deep it was because you can't tell.
Yeah, yeah.
And so my fear wasn't being swept away down the current and stuff. My fear was getting bit by a snapping turtle.
Oh my god.
I was horrified.
Creeks are horrible, yes.
And it's you could take one step and it'd be fine. You could take another step and you're
30 feet below.
Yeah. And I was just I was really scared, but I was I'm going to put on my brave face. And I did it, and it only went up to my my waist, but I was wearing jeans. So when I got out, I was miserable because my jeans weighed me down 50 pounds.
Did you get Swedish fish thighs?
What's that?
Oh, Swedish fish thighs, that's where your pants get wet, and then your thighs rub together, and then they get all bumpy and red. Maybe that's just a bigger...
I've never heard that before.
Maybe it's a bigger person problem, because I have many Kings Island horror stories where you get wet on a water ride, then your thighs are turned to crap for the rest of the day.
And meanwhile, Sora... Oh my gosh, I've never heard that before. That's... Never forget. Sora was there just sitting, and Tina was in the corner hoping that I wasn't going to be swept away because I'd be what do I do? And
just accept your fate.
So I got it. I got out of the water, had to climb back over everything else, go through the sticker bushes again to get across, and it was a whole ordeal. And it was a rush though. I felt I could be invincible, but I was my shoes were squeaky, my jeans were just that, and Sora wanted to keep exploring. I was
no.
I wasn't gonna say no. I was that's fine, let's go explore. And then the next day my shoes were still wet, and I think one of the worst things ever is wet socks and shoes. But I wasn't gonna take off my shoes for that thing because I was afraid of stepping in glass. You never know.
Yeah.
But that was a thing that happened. And I was I never want to do that again.
You're so adventurous and fun, and I'm just I sleep and
Well,
cry.
For the first 10 minutes, I just sat there and watched it. I'm afraid to go in the water because I probably have a million parasites right now.
Cool.
I'm probably decomposing internally. And I'm just gonna, by the end of this, I'm just a pile of dust.
You're some mummy before he's a human again, where he's all juicy and bleh.
Oh my gosh, yes. So that happened.
Cool.
That was a thing. I guarantee you, the next ones aren't going to be that interesting. But that was something I felt like sharing because I haven't really told a lot of people about it.
Yeah, that's so fun though. That's exciting.
That's good.
So, have you been reading or watching anything lately?
I actually started to watch the Keeping Up with the Joneses. Have you watched that?
No, there's been so many different movies or TV shows with that title. Which one is that one?
Keeping Up with the Joneses. It's on HBO now, so you can
Okay.
watch, or HBO Go, whatever. But it's Mommy and Daddy, aka John Hamm and
Oh yes, I want to see that one.
What's her name?
Isla Fisher.
No,
Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Oh, I can't remember.
Gal Hadid or Gadot. There's like two gals. One's friends with Taylor Swift, and one is the Wonder Woman lady.
Okay.
I don't know which one's which though. But they're like a couple, and Zach Galifianakis and Isla Fisher. They're married.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that trailer now.
And it's like a comedy, and there's like something going on with John Hamm and his wife. Like they're like spies or something. I didn't get to watch all of it. But I'm like, which one do I look at? Which one do I look at? I'm like, I don't know. And like, even honestly, like, I think Zach Galifianakis is kind of hot.
He's cute. Yeah, he definitely is.
Like,
he's got that dad bod going on.
Right, but in this, he's like skinny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he looks like great. But I kind of like him before too.
A little chunkier.
And like his stand up comedy is really good. I've watched a couple of his specials, and it's really funny.
Actually, my cousin Emily, her and her husband Hamill, they live in Nashville, and they went to the movie theater, and he was there.
Aww.
And they like talked to him, and he's just like a super normal guy.
That's great.
I thought that was the sweetest thing ever.
Like the worst thing ever is like when you hear stories about like celebrities are really rude.
Jerks,
I mean, granted, like everybody has their own days. Everybody can have a day where they're like not nice, but at the same time, like when you're famous, you're like in the public eye, and you just, I feel like you kind of have a thing, you got like a reputation or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I think he's cute. And John Hamm is really hot, and Gal, Wonder Woman, she's hot, and Isla Fisher, she's hot. I'm like, there's like one scene where like the women are in their underwear. Like Isla Fisher's like spying on the Wonder Woman lady, and like she kind of catches her. She's like, "Hey," and she's like, she's in this like really sexy lingerie, and since Isla Fisher was like spying on her, she just picked up whatever underwear that she could, and it was like granny panties essentially, and like they're both like trying on underwear, and like the Wonder Woman lady, she's like this tall, and like Isla Fisher, she's like this tall. I think they like manipulated the camera to make her look even bigger than normal, but. It was really good so far. I want to continue. I just didn't get to finish the movie.
I'm gonna have to watch that. That looks really good.
Yeah, it was just added not too long ago, so it's
gonna be there for a little bit. Fresh on the
HBO trail.
Yeah, trail mix.
I also watched Game of Thrones today.
Yeah. How'd that go?
The season premiere of season 7 premiere. This season's gonna be shorter, and the next season is gonna be shorter, and then it's gonna be over.
So there's how many seasons left then?
Let's see. 7th season just started. 8th season's going to be the last.
Okay, so this one and then one more and then they're done.
Right.
Okay.
And each season is 10 episodes, but this one's going to be, I think, 6 to 8 episodes.
Oh, no.
And then the next one's 6 to 8 episodes. And George R.R. Martin has already told everybody how he wants it to end, just in case he passes away. He's still writing.
He's still writing the book, right?
Yeah, and I hate it when people complain that he's taking forever, because books take a long time to write.
Yeah, definitely. Especially one... Like, I haven't read them,
his books are, like, the size of bricks. Like, they're huge. And, like, I'm watching my dad write his book, and it's taken him 5 years to write, 130 pages or whatever it is, or 300 pages. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But it's, like, books take time.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta... And plus, like, I'm sure he's got, like, a lot of press with Game of Thrones, a TV show. And I get kind of mad when people are like, he should be writing. It's like, he's not gonna be sitting on his computer writing all day. Like, he has a life, and now that Game of Thrones is more like popular, like he has
lots of
social like
responsibilities.
Yes, responsibilities and like
obligations.
Yes, that's the word.
Okay,
that's the word.
All right, most smartest over here.
But I don't know. I think it was a good first episode. It's a good like reintroduction back into the series. So I'm excited.
Well, good.
Yeah. I like that show a lot.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things.
There's a lot of beautiful boys and beautiful girls in it. So.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I have also been watching an HBO show, The Divorce. It has Sarah Jessica Parker, who I love. I've always loved Sarah Jessica Parker.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy whose name you always have
Thomas Hayden Church.
Thomas Hayden Church.
Yes.
I just remember him from George of the Jungle. But essentially, they're a married couple, and they go to their friend's birthday party, and it's Molly Shannon, and she gets drunk, and she shoots a gun at her husband. Molly Shannon's husband has a heart attack because of it, but Sarah Jessica Parker and Thomas Hayden Church, Sarah Jessica Parker tells her husband she wants a divorce. And this is the first episode.
Oh,
this
wow.
isn't getting everything away. But you find out that she's been having an affair with some guy. So that's like she kind of fell out of love with her husband. And they're both kind of terrible people in their own way, but you're still rooting for each of them in their own way. It's weird. It's like she'll do something and you're like, oh, I want him to win. And then he'll do something and then you want her to win.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just like, it's like a dark humor. You know, it's kind of like sad and depressing, but it's also like, oh, this happens in real life. So
are they kind of like anti-heroes? Like, they're
kind
like
of
bad people, but you still want them to win.
Yeah, like it was really funny. Like he kind of in the first episode, he kicks her out of the house, and he says, "No, you're the bad guy. You're Jesse James. I'm Sandra Bullock. I get to go win an Oscar now because you're the bad guy."
Oh my god!
So I mean, it's pretty funny, and you know, most shows and movies and books have the guy cheating on the woman, so it's kind of nice to have the woman cheat on the guy
because it totally happens.
Yeah,
like, it's
it
not
goes
like
both
a
ways.
taboo thing. It's something that can go either way.
So it's really good. I definitely like it. I think they're doing a second season. There's only like 10 episodes, 30 minutes each. So I'm already halfway done with it. So
yeah, I feel
really
like
good.
There was some like Emmy nominations with that.
Oh really?
Too.
Okay, cool.
I want to say I feel like yes. I don't think it was
Lots
snubbed.
of Emmys this year.
I saw like the snub list, and I don't remember it being on there. So it might have been like either an acting thing or like best like comedy or drama. However
yeah.
you,
I don't know. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's good that like I like Thomas Hayden Church. You should definitely watch Sideways.
That's right. You were telling me about that.
Yeah, especially if you like wine. It's a little bit older, but I think it won Best Picture. Or won a Golden Globe for Best Picture.
There's Paul Giamatti in it too, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's great.
And what's her face from Grey's Anatomy?
Oh, I don't. Oh, Sandra Oh.
Yeah, Sandra Oh. Yeah.
I've been watching Grey's Anatomy. Did I tell you that?
No, have you? I
watched...
could never get into Grey's Anatomy.
Okay, so like
you've been into medical stuff lately.
I love medical stuff, but like I actually watched an episode today. But it was I got the season 1 when it came out. I didn't watch it when it was on TV. I think it's still on TV, but when season 1 was out, I hadn't seen it before, but I like medical stuff. I like body things.
Whoa.
Yeah, right? And I got the first season. I didn't really like it. I watched like the first few episodes. I couldn't really get into it.
Yeah.
And like a few nights ago, I don't know why I was like, Grey's Anatomy is on Netflix. I just want to watch it as like background noise while I do something else. Because I knew I wasn't going to be really into it.
Yeah.
But I was like totally into it. I watched 3 episodes at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
My daily life.
And I mean, it's a fun show. It's not. I think the characters are pretty interesting, and I'm glad I'm giving it like another try because maybe I don't know why I like it now, but I watched like an episode before this, and it's just fun. I want to get to like the Jeffrey Dean Morgan episodes. I think that's like the main goal. Like once I get to those episodes, I don't know if I'll watch it anymore. I think I'm just in a Jeffrey Dean Morgan like slump because Walking Dead hasn't started yet, and I'm just like, I want to watch all the things. I even watched like the first episode of Supernatural.
Oh yeah.
Like a few weeks ago, because I was like, I just want to watch Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Well, I told you gotta watch that movie that my dad and I just
Oh
watched.
yeah, the cowboy one, right?
There's the cowboy one that has Mads Mikkelsen in it.
Okay,
and
which one's
Eva
that?
Green. I forget the name of it.
Okay.
But it's on Netflix.
Okay.
And then the Deserito.
Okay.
It's desert in Spanish, and it's really good. So he's a baddie. He's a baddie in both of them, but that's what he does. That's who he is.
We just talk about how perfect he is.
Baddie
though,
in the shows and the goodie in the sheet. I don't know, but either way.
He has a donkey. He got donkeys for his birthday. Because I guess his birthday was not too long ago.
Him and his boring wife.
And his dumb wife. Dumb, beautiful, gorgeous, talented wife.
And we're
Haley
sitting here in Ohio in a basement crying.
But I love like the relationship he has with his son, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I guess he has like Gus tattooed on his.
Is that what that is?
Right. It took me forever to figure out what that was.
Because that's like in my photo op, his knuckles, and I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, his son's name August or Augustus.
Oh, I love that.
Right, and that's like my dad's middle name, and I was like, oh, I love that name so much, and yeah, I had like relatives that were named August and Junie.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, they're like great grandparents or something.
That's so sweet. I love that.
Yeah, but he has like Gus tattooed or something like similar to Gus tattooed and on his thing. And it took me like 2 months to figure out what that said because I didn't know he had like knuckle tattoos. And I was like, what is that? Because I'd only see like one letter, and I guess I was too lazy to look it up because I could have just Googled it. But yeah, he says that, and
That's sweet. I love that.
yeah, and there was like some kind of like the Indy 500 or something recently, and he had like took his son there, and they took pictures together. And I'm like, jeez,
Hate them both.
everything is awful.
Yep.
Awful.
Sickening. Disgusting.
That's disgusting. Oh gosh. Yeah, but Grey's Anatomy. I've been watching that, and I don't know if I'll stick around forever, but I really want to get back into Lost. That's like, did you ever watch Lost?
No, I know I need to though.
That's got some beautiful guys in it too. Like Sawyer is probably one of my favorite characters, and he's hot man.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, darling.
And he's like terrible. He's kind of like Negan style. Like he's really funny and charming.
Yeah.
But he's just a really bad guy. But he's also not really that bad. He's not as extreme as Negan is. But
yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna watch that, but I'm watching Grey's Anatomy instead. Well, like, I'll start to watch Lost, and then I'll watch like the first 2 seasons. I've seen the first 2 seasons probably about 5 times.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and like then I'll get to the 3rd season, and I'll get distracted by something else.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
my
just gotta,
problem. Is I always get distracted by things.
and I want to finish it because I've never officially finished Lost. I know how it ends.
How many seasons are there?
I think it's 7. So it's like 120 episodes because each season's like 20.
So you have like 5
so.
more seasons to go.
Right, and it's like I want to get through it because I want to officially finish it, even though I know, like I said, I know how it's done.
Well, that's like how it is with Downton Abbey. Like I haven't finished that. I've only seen
Right.
the first 2 seasons, and I know like certain characters' fates, but I don't know how that happens or why.
Right.
So I would still be like somewhat surprised or not shocked, but I'll be like, oh, that's how that happened. So
I think what you're saying is we need to take like a year vacation and just sit down in front of the TV and just watch shows and and like by the end we'll just like have never gotten up. So it's like I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
Or like from Wall-E, like those people who just
oh my gosh
are in those chairs.
Yeah, that's gonna be us. But
that's
at least we'll have these shows finished.
We'll just be together in our VR TV world.
Have the dogs bring us like food.
Yes.
Like bring us Cheetos.
Simba.
This sounds amazing. This life needs to happen.
Yes. Dream life.
Yes. Do you have any Nicole news?
Just my one little thing. I think I told you this, but she won like the Glamour Woman of the Year for 2017.
Did you tell me that?
I don't
think
know.
you did.
Oh, okay, I didn't. So like the magazine Glamour, I guess every year they give an award to Woman of the Year. Nicole Kidman got it because she's been very busy this year.
She's like super active.
Yeah, like not that she fell off, but she's just been she's been in the public eye a lot more for herself, which has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she won it, and I think I told you this part in her speech. She said that she's been saying her name wrong all these years. Instead of Nicole Kidman, it's going to be Nicole Kidwoman. And obviously she was just kidding. But I thought that was just the sweetest and coolest thing for her to say that. So I was happy for her. I was very, very happy for her.
And speaking of Nicole, we're going to be talking about Nicole and Nicole movies in this episode. I don't think I mentioned before.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But I have some Nicole news.
Yes.
Like, it's more of like fun facts. Do you know how she got inspired to want to act?
No, I don't. Tell me.
Margaret, what's her name?
Margaret Thatcher?
Margaret Hamilton.
Oh,
she saw Margaret Hamilton, the Wicked Witch, in The Wizard of Oz, and that's how she decided she wanted to be an actress. Yeah.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah, and like The Wizard of Oz is amazing, and Margaret Hamilton's great. And I was like, that's a little fun fact.
No, because of all the people to say that you were inspired by Wizard of Oz, you would think Judy Garland.
Right.
So that's phenomenal. I love that.
I love that she chose the baddie.
Yes.
Because baddies, generally, I'm gonna be honest, I think bad guys and villains are generally more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Than like the good guys, like Walking Dead. Like I like the governor and like Shane. Like I like the bad guys. So I feel like I don't know why.
To the darkness.
Yeah, I don't know why I like that.
Because they can be more intriguing. They're less Wonder Bread and more like spice.
Yeah, true, very true. But I also found out. I guess I can talk about this later, but I'm gonna talk about it now. Roles that she auditioned for that she didn't get, or roles that she got but she bowed out of.
Yeah.
Roxy Hart.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it's funny because she chose not to do that one. I think that was one that they asked her to do and she said no.
Huh.
But it's funny because Renee Zellweger, who played Roxy Hart in not Cabaret. What's it?
Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago. She won like Best Actress.
Yeah.
So like, she could have won that because I don't know if she's won an Academy Award before.
You know what? I'm gonna look that up sometime because I don't know.
But also, she was approached to be Bridget Jones.
That is so funny.
And Renee Zellweger won the Oscar for that.
Well, they were both in Cold Mountain together.
Right.
And I think Renee Zellweger won Best Supporting Actress that year.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if Nicole won Best Actress. I think she was nominated, but I don't know if she won.
Yeah, it's like weird stuff. And,
Renee Zellweger is like,
Oh, I got another one. I got another one, too. She was approached to play Ellie, or Elle in Jurassic Park, which was played by Laura
Oh my god, what the heck? This is like 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, except it's 6 Degrees of Nicole Kidman.
The role went to Laura Dern, but she was originally, I guess, going to be that role.
Really?
And like,
I can see that, too.
I could totally see it. I'm glad that Laura Dern did it, because...
Has she been in anything? Had Laura Dern been in anything before?
Probably, like, her dad's really famous, Bruce Dern.
Oh, okay.
Her dad's been acting
but,
for a really
like,
long
that
time.
set her apart on her own,
right,
which is good.
I think she became more of, like, a household name.
Yeah.
Also, she declined the role of Rose in Titanic.
What the heck,
Nicole? There's a whole page dedicated to roles that she chose not to do, or she was cast as, but then it went to somebody else. So that one, and I forget The Reader. Did you ever watch that?
Oh, Kate Winslet. I haven't seen it, but I know which one you're talking about.
She was gonna be that, and Kate Winslet won her first Oscar from that movie.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought of something. Okay, so you know the movie The Danish Girl? Mm-hmm. Did you see that?
I saw most of it.
Okay, that's right. We talked about this, which that's a phenomenal movie.
It's really
but
good.
They had been, like, the book was written in the 90s, I think. And back then they had even talked about making the movie, and they had wanted Nicole Kidman to play the part of the Danish Girl. So, like, she would play both parts. So, because it's about a transgender woman, so she would have been a female actress portraying a man portraying a transgender woman.
Right.
So, that was, like, forever ago back, and
that's
then
really
the movie itself came out 2-3 years ago with Eddie Redmayne. So.
I think it was perfectly cast.
Oh yeah, it was phenomenal.
I think that it was good that they went with a man
going in into a woman.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. So it was so good. But yeah, so that was another thing. It just made me think of it since you've been spitballing these out.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch more, but those are the only ones I wrote down because I think those are the most interesting
household name movies that people recognize.
So
that's
crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
And it kind of makes me want to look up what other, not necessarily Nicole Kidman, but just what other people were approached to play.
Certain things.
I know that. Did you ever see the Romeo and Juliet with Leo?
Yeah.
Okay. Natalie Portman was actually going
to
be Juliet.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, and they actually filmed a couple of scenes together because she was going to be Juliet, but then after a while it was kind of weird because Romeo, because Leonardo DiCaprio was 20, 21 years old, and she was 13, the age of
would actually too.
It just looked like it was inappropriate.
Well, how old was what's her face at the time?
She was 15.
Oh,
15 or 16.
Too old, 3 years old more.
Right, and she was kind of closer to the age that,
Juliet was supposed to be.
Right. But she had said that, I read an interview a really long time ago, that Claire Danes, the first thing that they did was the scene where she's topless pretty much.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I mean, you don't really see anything, but they're under the blanket. That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. But she's like, hey, we're just meeting and now I'm naked.
Wow.
But I think with things covering because you're underage and the minor thing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That was a really good movie though.
That was a good movie.
Maybe Nicole Kidman was approached to be Juliet because that would be interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's little fun facts. Hello. It's
Doggy.
Oogie. Let's see. Nicole News, we did that, and celebrity gossip.
Oh yeah, I have a little thing. So Beyonce had her twins. This is worldwide news. I mean,
And then I didn't know until 2 days ago.
It's been 5 years since you found out.
I'm ashamed.
So Beyonce, she named one of her twins Sir John, which is after her makeup artist, who is a world-renowned makeup artist.
Hold on. Can you spell that? Do you have it spelled out?
Yeah, just it's Sir John.
Oh, that's weird.
Sir John. It is a little weird. But first of all, why is his name Sir John? The artist,
So it's 2 words, sir, sir.
Sir and then John.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But then the daughter's name is Rumi, or Rumi, Rummy, like the game, like the card game. But, I mean, she's Beyonce. She can get away with pretty much anything, so...
Did you get, like, the origin of the Rumi?
I did not, no.
I wonder if it's, like, because there was, like, a poet from, like, back in the day whose name was Rumi.
Oh, really?
I don't know, it was a K, last name. Because this is not a name you've ever seen. That's the only time I've ever seen that name, so I'm curious. Sir John? I mean, Blue Ivy, I guess.
Yeah.
She can name her kids anything that she wants. And
she can name it, like, avocado. And be like, yas, queen.
Speaking of avocado, have you seen the artist who takes avocado, like, seeds? I guess they're the seeds, the brown things? Are the seeds?
No. Oh, I think so.
Okay. But it's an artist who carves different, like, cute things. And it's really, really cool. And apparently the person has, like, an Etsy shop, and I want everything. And I also want to learn how to, like, I want to carve the things.
Yes.
Carve that wood. Carving my hand. I don't know. But R. Kelly's been in some hot water lately. Apparently,
Spill that tea.
He has some kind of cult.
What?
He's like hoarding women into his like house and telling them how to dress, how to do everything.
Oh my God! Can they leave or?
I guess if they get permission, some kind of like freaky.
Oh no!
And I mean, it may not be confirmed, but I wouldn't put it past him because I mean he's the guy that like peed on that girl, like underage girl, years and years ago. And it's
my God, that's disgusting. Like,
and it's like I don't know, I don't like that.
That makes me feel dirty. I don't like that.
I mean, has R. Kelly really done anything lately? Is he?
I'm gonna be super real with you. I don't even know who R. Kelly is.
Oh, he's a rapper.
Oh.
Like a R&B artist.
Oh, okay.
But he was really famous, like, back in the day, like, forever ago. I can't tell you what any of his songs were, because I didn't really listen to him. Oh, he did the I Believe I Can Fly.
Oh, that's a good song.
R. Kelly. Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, he was, like, relevant, Space Jam, like, 1995, 1996.
Okay.
But, yeah, he, like, got into hot water, like...
That's sickening.
15 years ago for, like, peeing on a woman. And then, like, Dave Chappelle did, like, a whole parody of it that was really good. But, yeah, there's, like... Now he's, like, keeping women in his house. Like, there's 6 women, apparently. Allegedly.
Oh, my gosh.
And they're just being told how to do everything. They call it, like, a cult. I guess it's being investigated right now.
That's horrifying. That's so gross.
Like, it's like, why?
Ugh, why are people awful?
I just, like, want to rescue all these women. Like, I don't...
Just, like...
I don't know if I guess they're, like, brainwashed. I mean, they kind of have to be, because I feel like that's not a really good situation to be in.
No. It's so sad.
Yeah. Anyway. we're gonna go take our break now.
Yes.
And then we'll come back and talk about Nicole Kidwoman. And Big Little Lies.
Big Little Lies.
Part 1.
We're
not going to go into a lot of detail.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Time for the intermission. Like some kind of... Yeah. But I thought that might be...
I love that. That
might be a good idea.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, cool. I'm ready too.
Boom, boom. I'm going to be super real with you. I don't even know who you are.
Oh, he's a snapping turtle.
Oh my God. Beyonce, she named one of her twins Paul Giamatti. Gotta get that boom, boom, pow. Is this recording right now?
Yeah. So Nicole Kidwoman. This is all about her.
It's her time to shine. She's a great big shining star.
What do you think, if you can like remember, what do you think was the first time you've ever seen her?
Probably Moulin Rouge. I remember my dad rented that for us on VHS at Blockbuster, and I was like in 1st or 2nd grade when that movie came out. So that's the first time that like I remember seeing her. Granted, I didn't know who Nicole Kidman was, but like looking back, that's the first movie, and then I think followed by Practical Magic.
Oh yes,
which is so good.
Did you ever see Australia?
No, with Hugh Jackman. I want to so bad.
I think that's Baz Luhrmann. I think.
Yes, I think it is.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think the movie was that great. I've only seen it one time. It was cute, but it was kind of like,
Yeah.
But however, Hugh Jackman is the hottest I've ever seen him.
I remember that trailer, and you see like his body, and it is like I want to throw up. I want to throw up because it's just like so disgustingly attractive.
I watched that movie, and I only bought it like after the fact because of
that booty.
But I think I'm gonna watch it again. Just knowing what I know now about it,
yeah.
I feel like I might actually like enjoy it a little bit more. I just didn't really like it that much.
Is it?
But I like Baz Luhrmann, I like Nicole Kidman, I like Hugh Jackman, but just like it just
sometimes
didn't do anything
like if
for
you
me.
take so many great things into one, sometimes it doesn't work out.
Yeah, but I think I might enjoy it like the next time I watch it. We'll watch it and we'll maybe have a reaction.
You'll love it, and then I'll hate it. And then we rewatch it again, and then we both like it.
Yeah, and I know I'm back to like hating it again. I didn't hate it. I think I expected something different.
Yeah.
Story of my life. But like I remember someone said she was in Top Gun, and so like I watched Top Gun. I didn't see her in it, so I don't know.
She wasn't in Top Gun.
She wasn't in Top Gun, but like yeah, that was like when they first met. I guess maybe she was like on the crew or something.
No, her and Tom Cruise met on that movie where he was that race car driver.
Oh, Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder.
But someone said she was in Top Gun, so I watched it, and I'm like, no, because
like,
the blonde lady is not her.
No, she's actually a lesbian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's really pretty.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
So she can be my partner.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you ever see Far and Away with her and Tom Cruise?
No, I didn't know she was in.
Oh my god! Yes, you're gonna have to watch that. It's really cute. It takes place like in the late 1800s, and they're both Irish. She's rich, he's poor. She wants to run away because her parents are controlling. He wants to go to America to start a new life, and so they go together, trying to go to the West to get land. So, but it's like she has a fiance, and the fiance and her parents go to America to track her down. And it's like he starts out boxing to get money, and then it's one of those things they're in close quarters, so they start to fall for one another.
Of course.
But she has this adorable accent, and so does he, and it's just so good. It's a little cheesy, I'm not gonna lie, but it's very good.
Tom Cruise.
That's another.
Do I like Tom Cruise? I never know if I like Tom Cruise or
I
if
am okay with Tom
dislike
Cruise.
him.
I love the fact that they did that test where they like do the symmetrical of your face and his tooth.
We've never talked about this before, have we?
No.
Because I always stare at that anytime I look at a picture of him. That's the first thing I look for.
His tooth. I love it. That's why he's okay.
Showing.
That's why he's okay.
He has flaws.
And he's supposedly really short. So
yeah, he's a little baby. But it's so funny because I tell people about that, like, hey, next time you look at a picture of Tom Cruise, just notice how, like, his tooth is, like, over a little bit. And people just think, people don't find it as humorous as I do. So I think that this is a cool moment that we're sharing right now because you know that fact and I didn't even tell you about it.
Yeah, I learned that, like, in math class. We were talking about, like, in, like, a junior in high school, we were learning about, like, symmetry of faces.
Oh, okay.
And, like, my teacher showed this picture, like, look at it!
Like,
even beautiful people
the
have
quadratic
flaws.
equation, Tom Cruise face.
I'm like, whoa!
Oh, man, that's funny. And do you ever watch The Others?
Yes.
Oh, that's a really good one.
So, funny story, my dad and my stepmom watched that movie together when they were dating, and my dad apparently, like, screamed and, like, jumped on my now stepmom's lap when they were dating. Yeah.
Do you know what part?
I think it was the part where she thinks it's her daughter.
Yes.
And then it's, like, the old lady, and she's like, where are you? Like, I am your daughter. Yeah, and my dad was like,
I am your daughter.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
That's a real...
It's freaky.
It's one of those, like... It's a plot twist that you don't really... I didn't see coming at all.
I mean, if they did that movie now, I think people wouldn't like it because things like that have been done so much.
Right.
Because I don't know what time that is compared to The Sixth Sense.
I
think it was after, but
I think
like
The Others
right
was like
around
2000.
it. Okay.
Sixth Sense was, I think, 1999 or so.
But you still didn't see it coming. It's just a very creepy, good ghost movie.
Yeah,
I really like that movie.
Hello. The atmosphere. Speaking of not turning... Like, the one time I turned up my phone...
that was your phone?
That was definitely my phone.
Oh,
my phone is always on silent.
Oh, I didn't know what that was. It sounded like a guitar.
It was the spooky ghost play. But yeah, it is like a really good ghost story. And it's like PG-13 too. And like generally PG-13 movies that are like horror kind of like...
It's like a smart horror film.
It's very smart. And I know a lot of people that didn't actually like it. But I think that's like... It's really good.
Like that scene where she's like walking through the fog. Oh man, that gives me cold chills just thinking about it.
Yeah, and like I remember like the kids were really creepy too. I wonder like what they're up to now.
Yeah.
Drugs, probably.
Probably. Aaron Carter. They were in the car
gosh,
with him.
scary. Going to AutoZone. Yeah.
Hey, you got 5 crazy minutes.
Remember, like, the others was, like, I think probably, like, my biggest introduction to her because, like, I mean, she's been around for a long time, but I feel like that in my like life, she kind of became more like, oh, I need to look out for this actress because she's really good.
Yeah.
And actually, like a few years ago, Mike and I bought Nicole Kidman's very, very first movie, and she's like a motocross person.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to watch that sometime.
Yes.
It's kind of like Goonies, sort of, but
Okay.
like motocross, like just because it takes place like in the 80s,
Yeah.
and like. You know, I think any movie that took place in the 80s that involved, like, children was, like, The Goonies or, like,
Yeah.
Monster Squad. It was a fun movie. It was...
I think I've seen stills from that. She has, like, the crazy hair and everything.
Yeah, very curly.
I love that.
Yeah. And let's see, what else has she been in?
She was in Bewitched. Did you ever see that with Will Ferrell?
Yeah, I saw it,
That's
like, one
cute.
time.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's silly, but it's cute.
Yeah, I actually used to get her mixed up with, speaking of witches, Tilda Swinton. Because, because Nicole Kidman was, I guess, originally cast as the White Witch.
Really? That would have been
And then
interesting.
Tilda Swinton took over, and, like, I didn't know that. So, like, when I saw, like, the trailer, I was like, Nicole Kidman, doesn't look the
like
same.
Her.
But I still believed it was. Because I didn't really know, like, Tilda Swinton that well. Like,
No.
And so, like, I watched the movie, like, that really does not look like Nicole Kidman. They did a really good job with their makeup, and, like, it was Tilda Swinton.
That's funny.
But I remember for, like, the longest time thinking that was her, and I told you, like, a few times that, like, I dated somebody who was convinced that Nicole Kidman was a witch.
Yes. It's because they saw Practical Magic too many times. And
Oh my gosh.
They're like, she put the lime in the coconut, and now she's a witch. She's a witch mommy.
And then we also just saw Beguiled.
Yes.
I don't know why I said that weird. Beguiled.
Beguiled. Beguiled.
Beguiled. Beguiled.
Beguiled.
I don't know.
Yes. Yes,
that was great.
I'm sure she may not win, but I'm sure she'll get an Oscar nomination.
Yeah,
for
that was fantastic. It's based off a book. It's also a remake from, what would you say that movie?
The movie that had Clint Eastwood in it in like the early 1970s.
Oh, it's that old?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize.
Yeah, the book was written in the 60s.
Okay,
And then
okay.
the movie was like maybe 5 years later, I think.
Yeah.
So in the 1970s. And then, it had Clint Eastwood in it, which that was good too. It's on HBO right now, so you guys should watch the Clint Eastwood one. So you guys should watch that one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think, like, the marketing for Beguiled was really,
It wasn't
that
very
wide.
big.
So, if you don't know what Beguiled is, it's like a Civil War. It takes place during the Civil War, and these women... I haven't read the book. I haven't seen the old one. I'm just going on... Is that your stomach?
I know. I think it's something upstairs. I don't know. Spooky. It's Nicole. She's coming down the stairs now to greet us.
She's like...
Oh yeah, we'll have to.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that.
So much.
But, like, this, like, Civil War guy, he kind of stumbles upon, like, this house of, like,
He's
women.
a Yank.
Yeah, and played by Colin Farrell. And it's pretty much like these women who kind of are being introduced to, like, this male, and they're all kind of, like, changing themselves a little bit and, like, making themselves look pretty and stuff like that. And it doesn't... My explanation doesn't really sound that interesting, but it's just...
I mean, it's definitely a slow burn
Right,
of a movie,
yeah.
and it's very pretty, and it is slow, but it's
Yeah.
very haunting in a way, and it's creepy, because it shows that pretty women who live in a nice old house and wear petticoats can, be vicious when they want to. So.
Yeah, and visually is beautiful. It was Sofia Coppola who did, like, Marie Antoinette.
Which is a gorgeous movie.
Right, and, like, The Virgin Suicides. And
they're a gorgeous movie.
what else did she do? She did something else.
Lost in Translation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which I still haven't seen that.
Oh, it's really good.
I know, I've heard nothing but good things. That's
it's-
Scarlett Johansson, right? And Bill Murray?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, really special. It's a great film. But she is, like, this... The way that she sees things, it's just so beautiful. And I felt like when I was watching the movie, I was at, like, a museum looking at a piece of art. I mean, granted, film is art, but it was, like, it was a special kind of thing. I don't know, I can't really, like, explain how it made me feel, but it's one of those movies that makes me realize why I still want to be making films. So I do want to make films.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, one of those, it just reminded me why I want to keep doing that.
It was a very good storytelling, and it was visually
Visually just beautiful.
Yes,
Stunning.
yes.
It was gorgeous.
It was a good visual story, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, and you can go in not liking the story, but if you just watch it, just watching it alone, it's just so pretty. It was a great story too.
Mm-hmm.
But
it had good characters.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's her latest movie. I don't know what she's coming out with next.
I'm not
but
sure.
I'm sure she's gonna be amazing because Nicole Kidman.
It's Nicole Kidman.
Yeah. But we could talk about her in Big Little Lies. We're gonna also be talking about Big Little Lies here in a moment. But she plays Celeste in Big Little Lies, which is an HBO original like miniseries. She was nominated for an Emmy for it.
Yes.
The Emmys are coming up in September. And she's it's. I guess we kind of segue into like Big Little Lies in general. Such a great female cast. Like it's rare. It still happens, but it's rare when like you can get like strong women who aren't just like, oh, look at this hot guy, I'm gonna fall in love with him.
Yeah.
And I'm so tired of that like in film.
Mm-hmm.
And just women just being so like submissive and stuff.
And
it's like
pitted against one another.
Right. And it's like women are like these women in this portrayed in this film or this miniseries are just so strong and powerful, so well written, and not just like, oh, hot guys and I'm gonna fall in love. It's just like so like much deeper than that.
Yeah, I mean it's based off of the book Big Little Lies by Lorraine or whatever.
Luann. I think we're changing.
If you're out there, Mrs. Moriarty, let us know how to pronounce your name. Which the book is very good as well. It was phenomenal. But to be honest, I think the miniseries was better because they were able to draw these characters out a little bit more, and characters who you didn't get, like Laura Dern's character Renata. She's in the book, but you don't get it from her side. And so it's nice to see, her on screen and see how she's feeling and see how she's reacting to what's going on.
Yeah, I haven't read the book, but she was my favorite character. Like the first time I watched it, I've watched it several times.
Yes.
Because you have too. Did you watch the last episode again?
Yeah, I just finished rewatching it the other night.
We're not going to go into details about how it ends because it's not out on DVD yet. We're going to do like a part 2 once it comes out on DVD,
which I think is like in August sometime. So here soon.
So stay tuned and subscribe, and we'll talk about that later. We just want to give people like a fair chance to watch it.
Yeah, because we don't want to ruin anything.
Yeah, who may not have watched it like on DVD. I guess we kind of talk about like what it's about, but we're not going to go.
Yeah, I mean, like we could talk about like the first episode. I mean, it's like a synopsis of the thing. It starts out at this parents' trivia night, and somebody's dead. You don't know who. You don't know why. You just see police, and throughout the whole season, different parents are being interviewed, and they're talking about all these different characters, and that's kind of the main mystery. But while there's that, each of these women, Reese Witherspoon, who plays Madeline, Nicole Kidman, who plays Celeste, and Shailene Woodley, who plays Jane, and Laura Dern, who plays Renata, and Zoe Kravitz, who plays Bonnie, they all have their own families, their own lives, their own dramas, and so each lady has something going on while you're waiting to find out who's dead, essentially.
A lot of it's like hidden secrets.
Yes.
Like secrets that they don't reveal, and it's like when you look at the surface, you think it's like, oh, these rich women who have everything that we're never going to have and stuff like that. And it's just like, why am I going to want to watch this? But it's like so much more than that. Like these women have these great lives, but they also have secrets, and they like Big Little Lies. Like they have these things that they don't like tell people and like aren't revealed, and they are eventually like revealed and stuff. But it just kind of makes you look at.
Oh, there goes your pen. Oh, too excited.
Kind of like look at people like differently. Like everyone has like their own like secrets or like deeply rooted like problems and stuff like that you may not see like just by looking at somebody. That makes sense.
It's like I love that because they live in Monterey, California, so like there's always ocean scenery, which I think is always the reminder, without it needing to be said, what is beneath the surface, what you see above the water, but you don't see what's below, and what you choose to show to people, and even your friends, what you decide not to show to your friends, or to the world. So. Yeah,
it was like kind of off topic, kind of related. I took like speech giving classes like in high school, and my teacher always said, use the analogy, be a duck whenever like you're doing like a speech, like be like cool and calm on the surface, but then like how a duck is, but then when you look under the water, like the duck is like flailing around and stuff like that, and it's kind of like be that on the inside. That's not related to Big Little Lies, but it just kind of made me think of that.
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I agree.
Anyway, Big Little Lies. Big Little Lies had like one of the best soundtracks ever.
Oh my god.
So perfect.
Yes.
So good.
That intro alone, it's just, oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna like confession time. I didn't think it was Coldplay, but I thought he kind of sounded like the guy from Coldplay.
Hang on, I gotta like hear the...
Like Chris Martin. Like, I knew it wasn't.
Really? See, I don't think it does sound like him.
I don't know why. Like, I knew it wasn't him, but it kind of reminded me of Coldplay.
Oh god, I don't really like Coldplay, so...
I'm kind of like hit or miss. Like, there are some songs I like, but I don't own any Coldplay albums.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the songs that end up on the radio, but
Right.
other than that... I mean, to be honest, I didn't know anybody on the soundtrack. Like, I don't know any of those people, but it makes me want to seek them out now.
Except for, like, Stevie Nicks or, like, you know.
Yeah, which actually isn't even on the soundtrack.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's, like... That's one of the best themes.
Yeah, and then like the song where they're running on the beach, it's just instrumental. I'm sorry, oh god, I'm just ruining your whole life.
You blew it.
You blew it, kid. But
Why?
that one song, the September song, that piano song that they play throughout,
Yeah.
that's on the soundtrack, and I love that song. It makes me cry like every time.
Well, so what we're saying is download the soundtrack and then download the songs that aren't on the soundtrack and put it all into like a playlist.
Yes.
Do they have the song where she's like running, like the Jane song?
Mm-hmm.
Like
the
song with the bad words.
Yes. Oh my god, that song is so. Oh my god. Yes.
That's on the soundtrack.
Yes.
Okay. At least that made it on. But there's like this real one of my favorite scenes of the whole thing is the scene with like Stevie Nicks. Not Stevie Nicks. She's not in
I'm
it.
here.
She's like, hello, I'm a witch.
She comes down like Glenda, like I'm here.
But no, like there's this really like powerful thing where they're a powerful moment, and it's like such an important part of the song. The song is an important part of the moment. Can't talk.
Words are hard.
And it's disappointing that's not on there.
Oh god, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have ruined it for you.
I'm just not gonna sleep tonight. Just thinking about that.
You blew it, kid.
I didn't blow it. The music people messed up. No, it's a really good soundtrack though. Definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend. And yeah, you don't know who died until like the very end, and like there's gonna be parts if you watch it that you're gonna think like, oh, I bet this person did. I bet this person did. For like the first 4 episodes, I thought like this one person was gonna be the one that died. Wasn't right. But it's like you don't know.
Yeah.
And, like you kind of hope it's gonna be like certain people, but then like
you just
you have no idea until the end. So I think that's good that. For me, like, I can usually predict things, but I couldn't predict that at all.
So, I really want to get into, like, the unity of women, but that's something that we just have to hold off on.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, so that'll...
So, go watch it, folks,
Yeah.
because I'm itching to talk about it.
We're, like, going to turn off the camera, like, all right, what am I talking about this?
But...
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those almost unspoken things where if people ask me why do you like it, I can't even think of a reason because it's just like, it is so deeply rooted in emotions for me that I can't even.
Yeah, like, watch it. It's on HBO Go, HBO Now, and like Kyle said, it's going to be coming out on DVD.
So if you don't have, like, I didn't
months.
have HBO for the longest time. In fact, the reason why my brother and I started to get it was we split the bill. He got it for Game of Thrones, and I got it for Big Little Lies. Because.
And if you think about it though, like HBO Go or Now, whichever one, they have like a free trial. So.
Well, and also I just found out that Hulu and HBO like hooked up. So if you have Hulu, you get HBO now.
I think
or is it the other way?
I think it's like for a fee. Like I think it's for the same fee that you would get if you would just gotten HBO. Because I think it's like you do the free thing and then through Hulu you can get the HBO channel, but you have to pay extra because they do that for like Showtime and like other channels too. So I have Hulu as well, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be the same price. But still, like it's connected because apparently, I guess the HBO app crashes a lot more, and the Hulu app doesn't crash as much, so it might be better to get it through Hulu. You're paying the same price, but
yeah,
I don't know. I have the HBO Now app, but I just watch it on like my computer or on the TV through like Roku and stuff.
Yeah, I just use my Xbox to watch it. So
do the free trial and watch it, or just
it's only 7 episodes, 7 hours of your life. Just
Yeah.
Call off sick or just something, just do it, just bust it through real quick.
Like, I would try to watch, like, an episode a day. Like, I did
space it out.
Yeah, I do, like, a bad thing sometimes, though, where I'll start, like, something, like, a half hour, and I'll start, like, an hour and a half movie or, like, an hour show. And I'm like, so I'll just watch, like, a half hour and then stop it, probably usually at a good spot, and then continue it when I get off work.
Yep.
I don't really recommend doing that. I just recommend just watching an episode.
Yeah, one a night
from start
just
to
before
end.
you go to bed.
Yeah. Oh, it's just so good. Like, I didn't really know how, like, you talked it up and stuff, and I wasn't really sure.
I wouldn't shut up about it one day at work. I was just like, hey, Julie, Big Little Lies, Big Little Lies, Big Little Lies, Big Little Lies.
And, like, I'd heard about it and stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm going to watch the first episode, and then I was like, I watched the second episode, like, right after, like, I think I watched maybe the first 3 episodes almost all at once, and then I was like, I got to pace myself, because I don't want it to be over.
Yeah.
And it just gets to that point where it's just like, I don't want it to be over, but I want to know, like, who died.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it wasn't disappointing. It was so perfect. Like, it's such a good movie. Or, like, I call it a movie. I know it's a miniseries.
I mean,
but
it's 7 hours. It's just like a long movie almost.
Right. Very long movie.
Yes.
But it didn't seem like it. Like, it seems like the episode started and then it's like, oh, now it's over.
Yep.
Man.
Yep, definitely.
Shoot, now we got, like, 1 episode left. But
And, oh man, that finale. Oof.
yeah.
So much things.
And just,
so
like,
minis.
The costuming department, too. I love how, like, the women, while all connected, like, have their own, like, style and stuff.
Yes.
Like, I feel like Nicole Kidman's style in real life, like,
Is
filtered
that-
into the show because
yes.
she always wears, like,
Kind of.
not, like, old-timey kind of clothes, but
she
like,
kind of dresses like Stevie
like-
Nicks a little bit.
Yeah, and, like,
long,
lacy-
loose clothes.
Yeah,
Close?
and-
What's that? Glen clothes?
like, you know, like, watching her at, like, award ceremony, she always has, like, these really, like old-fashioned clothes, but, like, contemporary, too.
Yeah, a
like,
modern spin on it.
yeah, and I feel like she wore, like, a lot of that stuff in the show. I'm like, can I just have all of her outfits?
Right.
Like, I mean, is that too much ask? Like, her wardrobe people are brilliant. And Big Little Lies is nominated for Best Miniseries for an Emmy. And all the 4 main actresses are nominated as well in supporting and best.
Yeah.
As appropriate. I don't know. I think that Nicole has a pretty good chance of winning Best Actress.
I think because Jessica Lange and Susan Sarandon are both up for feud,
Mhm.
I think out of Reese Witherspoon and Nicole Kidman's gonna get it. And that's not being biased.
No,
I just
I know
honestly
what you
feel
mean.
that.
Yeah.
But like out of the whole, I still feel like Nicole Kidman's gonna get
Mhm.
it, but I don't know because Susan Sarandon and Jessica
Yeah.
Lange are powerhouse women too.
Yeah, it's
so.
gonna be. I think it'll be pretty tight. And like Shailene Woodley and Laura Dern are both in Best Supporting. I only just found out about that like 2 days ago, so I don't know who else is in that category. But
I don't either.
I mean, it's an honor to be nominated in general.
Mhm.
And I don't know if Big Little Lies will win like Best like miniseries, but if it does win Best, the producers win. So pretty much Nicole Kidman and Reese Witherspoon will win.
Yeah.
At least 1 Emmy. But I think there's a pretty good chance, and Alexander Skarsgård, who plays Perry. We didn't talk about Perry, but
It's Nicole Kidman's husband in the show.
he's nominated for an Emmy for Best, probably like Best Supporting.
Yeah.
And altogether, it's been nominated for 16.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
a
really
lot.
crazy,
That's a lot
right?
for 7 hours. You know?
Yeah, and the one thing is, like, Game of Thrones isn't nominated for any Emmys this year because they didn't.
Because they started later, didn't they?
Yeah, because they started later. There was some like whole thing that they had to start like months and months later. So that being said, I think they're generally put in the like miniseries category, even though it's like a show. So without that in the picture, like definitely have a better chance of winning best drama or whatever.
Best drama.
Drama.
Rebecca.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna name my cow Rebecca.
Rebecca. Oh, that's cute. I don't know what I'm gonna name mine yet. Miss Martha. After Nicole Kidman in Beguiled.
There we go.
Miss Martha.
Miss Martha and Rebecca.
Rebecca and Miss Martha.
Kyle and I always talk about Girl on the Train. It's a book that we both read. Kyle watched the movie. I haven't seen the movie.
You still need to
but
see the movie.
Emily Blunt, she like I saw her.
I saw her on the train.
She has an accent.
She has her English accent, which is fine because in the book it takes place in England, but in the movie it takes place in New York. But she still has her accent, which is fine. But we kept giggling because in the trailer, she's like, I saw her on the train.
So
Or, wait, well, I guess you didn't see her on the train.
I think we exaggerated.
I saw her from the train. Yeah, they're like, she never says that at all. This never happens.
She was actually like the victim, and she was watching the train go by. Wait, what? So yeah, when we say names that end with like an A, it's like an ER is always added, so it's Rebecca.
Rebecca. Yep.
That's why that happened.
That's what that was. You guys deserve explanations for why we are the way we are.
Oh my gosh. I think. Do you want to talk about anything else?
I think we covered what we wanted to cover.
Yeah, this one's a little bit longer than the other one, but
yeah,
that's okay.
but it was worth it.
Yeah. Oh baby, I'm worth it.
So
See, I feel like Naomi Watts apparently was gonna be cast in Big Little Lies. She's like best friends with Nicole Kidman. They're both Aussies. Aussies?
Aussie's like the shampoo Aussie. They're the purple kangaroo.
Yeah, they're like Ozzy Osbourne, but not really.
Shower, Nicole.
That was not a good impression. But apparently she was gonna be in it. I think maybe originally they tried to film it in Australia, but then, like I think we mentioned before,
it just got too expensive.
Just costs and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I think it could have been interesting if Naomi Watts was cast, but I think the cast was perfect.
Definitely.
I don't want to change it for anything. I think that everyone fit perfectly into their roles and just did really well.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of want to watch it again.
Right.
I just watched it for the second time.
I just finished it again the other night and I want to rewatch it.
It's like all we ever watched. We talk about wanting to watch Lost and all these shows.
We just go off on our hopes and dreams.
We just watch Big Little Lies all the time.
Well, it's like when something touches you in that way, you know what I mean? And what's great for me is, like, to be honest, I can't really relate to any of those characters. I'm not a mom. I haven't gone through what any of those women have gone through. Yet I still feel this emotional connection to all of them,
and that's
which
good.
is powerful for you to feel empathy and to feel something for someone who you can't say that I relate to them.
Yeah, that's just like a sign of like great writing and also great acting, like bringing these words to life. And so it's just good. It's really good.
Yeah.
And I just like want to show it to everybody. Like I can watch it on the HBO app, but I want to get it on DVDs just so I can like let
physically
people borrow
have it.
Yeah, like have it and have all the extras and stuff and like. Hey, you don't have HBO, but I want you to watch this, so you can borrow this.
You just throw it down, and I'm like, watch it now.
Yeah, so I just become like a rental store.
Be kind and rewind.
Yeah, so
be kind and keep the disc clean, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, I think so. That's how it works. All right, we don't have our candle.
Yeah, sorry, got all burnt out. We're gonna have to make a Bath and Body Works trip to go get some new ones.
Yeah, so we're gonna pretend, I guess.
We're gonna
It's gonna be like, is that like what's that one show? Are You Afraid of the Dark? How they would like blow out the fire.
little fire. They would like put it out.
Yeah. They always like put that dust on it. Like what is that?
It's ashes. It's their parents. They killed them. They
I always
their
like
bodies.
wonder what that was. I was like, I want to feel whatever it is they put on there and like throw into the fire.
Cremation dust.
Cool. Like this is all Grandpa Willow.
There you go.
Grandma Willow.
Put out the fire.
Okay. Well, that's all. We're blowing out a fake candle right now.
Bye,
Make
magic.
a wish. Hey, bye.
Bye.